Hi, everybody. I'm Shar Says So, and today I have very special guests with me. They are the stars of Cheetah in August season 2. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
So I have Rashad here, I have Dre here, I have Julie here, Ernest, and of course Darnisha. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good. I'm so excited that you all are here. This is my first time interviewing the men and Julie. Because if you all recall back, I interviewed the ladies. Darnisha was one of the ladies. I interviewed the ladies a few months ago for when I was with an online network. And if you troll the internet, you can find that interview. I'm sure it'll be linked somewhere in the description box. But so yes, this is my first time really kind of interacting with all of the guys. So I'm a little scared because if you watch Cheetah in August, then you know this one right here, Chanel. Oh my goodness, you play crazy so well. How do you do it? Is it coming from a personal place?
Well, I mean, when I get angry, it just comes out. No, I think that it wasn't easy at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me to just to break out of my shell and to
Mhm.
get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I guess, it forced me to accept things within myself that I couldn't accept, and all of the darker qualities that I did have.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony forced me to bring them out. Forced me to bring it out, and it came out.
So he
and
challenged
he
you.
challenged me to let out my inner crazy.
And you do it so well.
Thank you.
I just, last night, I just wrapped the finale. And if you all have not gotten into season 2, you need to get into season 2. Season 2 is nothing like season 1. Season 1 was good, but season 2 is a certified wig snatcher. And the last episode is going to leave. Like, I had to text Anthony last night, and I said I was screaming at the top of my lungs because I was like, what did I just watch? It was like Shonda Rhimes quality finale. I kid you not. And I'm not kissing ass. I kid you not. It was good. It was good. So, Dre, aka Cheetah, if there was anything that you could change about your character, what would you change?
Nothing. Honestly, I think season 1, he's very messy. He's all over the place.
Yes.
But it's juicy.
You got on my nerves, season
It's
one.
juicy. People want it. People want that.
Gosh, you got on my damn nerves.
But season 2, you see that he grows so much.
Yes.
And he's righting the wrongs that, he did. He's trying to right the wrongs anyway.
Yes. And I love that it's such a layered experience. It really explores his humanity in season 2. Because at first, season 1, I was like, who is, Cheetah with the magical bussy running around doing, all of this healing lives and stuff? I was like, what is going on?
Life changer.
Making people crazy.
Like, seriously.
So one of the scenes that really, really stood out to me, Ernest, aka Anthony, was the episode before the finale when your character raped Cheetah.
Did I?
Did it?
You most certainly did. And I had not seen a scene that emotionally triggering since the rape scene. Well, first of all, I can't do rape scenes. If anyone knows me, then you know that part at the Players Club at Junior's bachelor party, I have to mute.
For Ebony.
Yes, I have to mute it. I can't listen to that. And then, of course, that one scene in For Colored Girls, which I only saw one time, because really, I mean, who needs to watch that on loop? It's like The Passion of the Christ. We don't need it on DVD. So how did you, Anthony, Ernest, how did you get through that scene? Where did you have to go psychologically to even, and I guess you could speak to this too, Dre, to even begin to unpack that? And what was your initial, this is a layered question, and what was your initial reaction when you read it in the script?
I didn't know what I was reading when I read it in the script, to be honest with you, the first time. We got together a couple times and rehearsed outside before we shot it, and even then I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Even after rehearsing for hours and days and days, I was like, okay, how are we going to get there? But we will get there. Actually, when I went back and I actually saw that episode myself, I was blown away a little bit because I had to take a step back and I was like, wow, is that me? I think I had to just pull in a lot of parts, and then Andre is such a good actor that he gave me a lot to work off of. And it's nothing more than a pleasure to have somebody to give you enough to get you to the point where you need to be as an artist. but
I hate working with brick walls, so I know what you mean. You know, it needs to be bouncing off of. Yeah.
This whole cast, I mean, it's so much talent and quality.
And you all seem like you have a good energy amongst you all.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So we
that's good.
just have to understand where we work comfortably, and I think we were all professional enough to where we could just take it to where we need to. For me personally, I just really had to really dwell over what did Anthony go through this whole year.
Yes, and you know what, that scene, not to keep relating things, but you all know that I provide context through examples. So when August was breaking up with Anthony, that took me back to the Carmen movie with Beyonce. No, seriously, think about this, okay? So you had gotten shot and had been through all of this mess with August. And in the Carmen movie, Mekhi Phifer's character had been through all of that mess with Beyonce's character. And then as soon as they touched down from Philly to LA, after that road trip, she left him for Blaze the rapper. You all remember this from the... And that whole, like, I could not imagine being that down to ride for someone. And I know that this happens every day. We have friends that tell us these stories about, you know, what have you. So I cannot imagine being that ride or die for someone and then all of a sudden, high school boo, who I won't give away any spoilers, high school boo proposes and it's like, oh, we're going to flush everything with Anthony down the toilet. I was like, oh my God. So, Julie, your character, who has a show and dishes it. I really liked your character this season because I felt like we got to see another side of her as well. What challenges were you faced with this season versus the first season with your character?
This season was so much easier and so much better for me to shoot because even coming away from first season, I understood my character, but I still didn't sit in her. Mm-hmm. And for second season, I was able to do more character work and more character development where I was able to really ground myself in her. And I got lovely texts. I mean, I got lovely dialogues and lovely storylines and great, transitions from being married to Thatcher now, being married to Jarvis, by our wonderful director, who's here with us, filming us.
Your messy director. Well, his character is messy. Not him.
So this season was really fun for me, and it really brought out a lot of me that necessarily I didn't get to do first season.
Yeah, it was layered. That's what I really liked. This season explored everybody's humanity. You got to see a different side of it, with the exception of Chanel. You got to see a different side of everyone. Now, Darnisha, I don't know if this is against the rules to ask, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Okay. What was in the paper? Or is that for season 3? What drove everybody crazy? Because we saw that your character ended up confessing some mess to your sister over here, but your sister, that's not what she heard. So what was in it, if you can answer that?
I don't think I can answer that. I think you're going to have to stay tuned.
Season 3.
Y'all are so annoying.
But
so
I'm the crazy one, though.
Yeah.
You are.
All this
You are. I met him. This is my first time meeting Rashad, and I jumped back when I met him because I literally just, a few hours ago, literally, you do it so well. You do it so well. It just, ugh. So, do you all ever get recognized from this series?
Oh my God, yeah. I went to Sprouts one time and this guy came up to me. He didn't even look, he was a gay guy and he didn't even look it. And I was with my boyfriend and he approached me. My boyfriend's already like, dude, what the fuck? You know what I mean? He's like, oh my God, I love you. I'm like, no, you don't. Who are you? He's like, no, you're Donna. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I love Cheetah and August. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm at Sprouts, dude. Like, I can't believe people recognize me from Sprouts. I forgot to tell you guys this. And then I left and my boyfriend claimed I flipped my hair at the end. Which I can't lie. But yeah, I did get recognized at Sprouts.
Always nice being recognized.
Yeah.
It's except for when people approach you informally. Because that does throw you off, because you meet so many people in Hollywood, and it's like, ooh, where do I know you from, They'll be like, hey, Shar girl, and I'll be like, huh?
I had nothing but wonderful, wonderful things to say about my character, so it was easy to receive it, and because some people might come at you like sideways. And you're like,
Oh,
hold up.
listen, you're preaching to the choir.
You know, but he was just a fan of the show, and it was really cool.
That's good. What about anybody else?
I've been stopped at the airport.
At the airport?
Yeah, getting my bags. Somebody's like, I was like, oh God, okay, here we go. Yeah, so no, I mean definitely. I think we have a platform where we reach so many different demographics that
We do.
sometimes we get approached by 75-year-old women because their grandson might have watched the show, or you never know. And I think we have the chance to really inspire so many different people. You know?
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, I was literally just on a cruise, and someone recognized me from Cheetah in August, and it was an older...
Did they run?
Right.
I'm joking.
He checked himself a little bit, but he was an older white guy, like in his 60s, and it was like, oh my gosh, like this is so awesome. But I also got like an email from some mysterious person in Russia saying that they're my biggest fan as well, and I kind of like, you know.
And they're Russian.
Right.
This most this administration, y'all better keep your eyes peeled. Anybody else?
I get a lot of looks. Like people are just like staring at me,
Where
and then
I
I'm
know
like,
him from?
yeah. And then they'll come up
You
and
do
be
have
like,
a familiar
I saw
quality
you in
to
this,
you.
I saw you in that. And then they'll call me like the name of my character, and I'm like, no, Andre. You
Yeah,
call me
that
Dre.
dude was like, "You're Donna." I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, I
yeah.
guess.
Right.
I can totally relate. On Tuesday, this girl recognized me and walked up to me, and her mom too. She says she forces her mom to watch me. So hey, yeah, they were very, very sweet. But it was one of those informal things, like, "Hey, Shar," and I'm like, "Who is this 17-year-old speaking to me?" You know, like that type thing. So yes, speaking to your point about what you were just saying, Ernest, how do you all, with all of the LGBT content that's being talked about, stirred around, and new shows that are sprouting, how do you all think, this question is for everyone, how do you all think that Cheetah in August stands out in a sea full of...
I just love this show that it gives us an insight on the gay and the LGBT community that we wouldn't have seen if you know Anthony didn't create this show, and it's an insight that allows all the characters to be human, not to be portrayed as this or, you know, like a gay guy or whatever. Like, all the characters are human, and they're going through their own stories, and they're in their own shoes, saying what they need to say and doing what they need to do, and surviving as any other human being would, gay, straight, transgendered. So I think this show's a very positive show for the LGBT community, because it showcases, not us because I'm straight, but it showcases my dear friends and my dear lovers in ways that other
and
shows
all of
don't.
the sloppiness.
And all the
that
sloppiness.
comes with it.
Yes.
But that's what I love about it. It's some people will say it's messy or, you know, juicy or
But
whatever.
it's good messy, though.
Yeah, but it's real because
It is.
you know, as a human, you have different sides to you. You've gone through different things, and it shows a lot of different sides that a lot of different people can connect to. And that's
Versus
what I love
just
about
like
it.
a one hypocritical
One,
side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody's cookie cutter, you know.
No.
Yeah, I don't think the show plays one note. I think the show really just taps into the humanity, the relationship, which is what's most important. I think we also, I've played homosexual characters, bisexual characters in other shows, and one thing I always look for is what is my character trying to justify? What does my character need, and what does my character want? Anthony, Cheetah is Anthony's first boyfriend, you know. So before this, my character was not even interested in guys. So I think
That sounds very familiar.
so it every character brings a little bit of the world into this small world.
Yeah,
that we
I like
all
that it's
live.
not monolithic experience.
That is correct.
And I also like the fact that we're not looking at a person who is gay or trans. Oh, and I do like the fact that we have a trans. She's so
Yes,
hot.
yes.
But I like the fact that we're looking at it like Julie said, as like a human being. Because sometimes if you'll see a show, then it's like, oh, he's gay. Like that's a big deal.
That's it. That's all they
the big
say about
deal.
them. He's gay.
But it's like
Yeah.
we have a show and like, okay, they're gay. Like they're just people.
Gay
And we're just
crazy,
living a
gay
life.
and funny,
Yeah.
gay
Getting
and
messy,
boring.
We have
gay
work
and trying to get
issues.
together.
Yeah.
We have family issues. We have work issues. We have like relationships with our parents. With Ernest's characters going through. We
Even
even Cheetah. Like we're
marriage issues.
We have feelings, and they're not stereotypical. We don't have just gay issues or just black issues, but we have issues.
That makes it relatable to on the grand scale of relating to everyone type thing, and it makes.
That is one thing that I want to point out is that you see all these other shows. You see the characters and the friendships, but you don't see the characters and their families.
Yeah.
And there's a true representation almost in every setup, you know, whether it be my character, my brother, my mother, or Cheetah and his mother, or her and her two husbands, you know. It's
oh, you are so shady on the logo.
you know, I think it is
I
a
think
show.
it's 3 of them now.
It is a show about family.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely season 2 was about family. I feel like season 1 was about the power of connection. And if you let yourself really go there with somebody and let your walls down, anything is possible.
Let your walls down. If you saw season 1, then you know that's all Cheetah was about. I'm joking. I'm joking. So, what walls? # what walls?
I love the dynamic between our relationship as sister and brother.
You do?
No.
He had you at gunpoint.
I love the fact that it shows dysfunction because we all walk around and people think, oh, you know, they're sister and brother, it's all cool, but like families be screwed up, and we are screwed up as you can see, and so I love that dynamic between us.
I think adding Darnisha to the mix was like the missing piece of our relationship, like of the Houston.
I do too. No, I do too.
I agree. Because
you rounded everything out. Your character, and Monica.
Having even conversations with both of them, because we really like dived into being siblings and understanding each other, and having these conversations, these brutal conversations, and being completely honest with each other, forced us to create this beautiful relationship. No matter how ugly it is, it was truthful because we trusted each other so much, so much.
So if you all could trade characters, roles with any of your castmates, who would you? Let's go down the line. So who would you trade with?
Man.
If you could play anybody else?
I would love to actually be Brandon, his high school boyfriend.
Oh, the guy, the light skinned guy.
Yeah, with the braids. He's hilarious. His lines are great, and I love their connection.
Okay.
And I love that he kind of gets them at the end. I mean,
Gets them all right.
Oh, absolutely. What about you?
I would love to be Chanel. I want to dive into that like creepy, stoic, just like in the shadows guy.
I don't know if he's in the shadows.
Well,
in certain scenes you were in shadows.
Yeah,
but...
like he's planning. Like he's always planning his next move. Yeah.
Very calculated.
Yeah.
For me, I would love it. And he was in season 1. He's not in season 2. Lady Marmalade. I just love that.
Oh, was that at the bar?
Yeah, the bar owner.
August's boss.
Yeah,
yes.
I have like cancer and I'm motherly and I'm always trying to tell people and I'm always like trying to hey, do this, trust me, go here. So and that's what his character was all about. So and he was just loud and just that's me. I was like, I'll die for this role.
What about you, Darnisha?
I would love to be Thatcher's secretary. Like she
the Mess Express, as I call her.
Oh my gosh,
She is the Mess Express.
she would agree with you.
Yes.
I
know. I love her. I love Jennifer. Shout out to Jennifer Williams.
Yes.
Shout out Jennifer.
Because I thought it was Jennifer Williams before I saw the spelling.
Lewis.
I think it's
Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis. I thought it was the Jennifer Lewis, like blackish. I was like, you got Jennifer Lewis in your show, but it's PH. We talked about this. What about you?
Probably Brennan. I think Brennan is this.
Who's Brennan?
Brennan
my
is
assistant, Donna's assistant.
Another one of my exes.
Who is
Oh
that?
yes. Oh yeah. Okay.
I believe this character has something that is boiling up that's going to at some point is going to tip over and everybody needs to look out because he has his hands in everyone.
Everything.
Is Brennan the one that was having car sex?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and he was having car sex with Thatcher's boyfriend,
Yep.
right?
Messy, right?
He's the ex.
I do like the aspect of August's work environment. This
Me
I
too.
like the
Yeah.
office. And I just ran into I know her name. I know her name. Who plays Autumn?
Danielle.
Yes, I just ran into Danielle earlier this week. We were like at a same like little event. I love her.
Hilarious, right?
I love her. Love her. So I really liked the scenes that showed you at work, even though you were a savage to your coworker who you slept with and dumped, and had him all in his and had him all in his feelings.
His boss is awesome too.
Oh yes,
Leilani.
She is a Capricorn like me. We talked about this in the last interview. If you all caught that, I love Leilani as well. Yeah, she's great at being the boss.
And her energy is so awesome.
So sweet.
On set.
Yeah,
She's great.
Yeah, she's a sweet woman. So, do you all have any closing remarks before we wrap this up? When can we expect season 3? What do you hope to get out of season 3? Where do you see season 3 going? Anything? As a matter of fact, I'm not asking that. I'm asking, where do you think season 3 is going?
I honestly do not know because it's so
Me
unpredictable. Either. Like even me reading the script, I'm like, oh shit! Like I never see
this
things
provides
coming.
A challenge for the
so
writers.
I could never tell you. I have ideas of where I would want it to go, but you never know.
Tell us.
I don't know.
You know, at the table read, we didn't really get the last episode until the day of the table read, almost.
Okay.
So we didn't know what what the characters were going. So when we got the last episode and we read it on table read, it was like quiet. Yeah. Everyone was just like, did this just happen?
Right.
I think we're going to be looking for August. There's going to be a lot of fighting going on.
It might be called Cheetah and something else with the way the season
Where's
2
Cheetah?
ended.
Yeah.
Where's Cheetah? Where's August?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? What do you see for season 3? Doesn't seem like you're going anywhere. Your character's going anywhere.
I hope that Chanel finds happiness. Finds happiness and closure with his sisters.
Talk about a plot twist.
Right.
He's been through.
He's been a raging bull for 2 seasons.
Yeah, but he's been raked through the coals by this person, and I hope that he finally finds his happiness.
I feel like Chanel needs a distraction. Chanel needs a man.
Like another one.
New. Yeah, I mean, I get that August has, Cheetah has the magical pussy. But I just feel like Chanel needs to explore, get out more, But he was hell-bent on that vendetta. What about you, Darnisha? Where do you think, what are your projections for season 3?
I'm really hoping that Monica can deal with her family situation. What went wrong with her first marriage, what's going wrong in her second marriage, and what is going on with her and her siblings.
All right, so I want to thank Rashad and Darnisha and Dre and Ernest and Julie for joining me. The starring cast of season 2's Cheetah in August, available now on Amazon Prime and BondTV.com. And of course, I'm your host, and I will catch you all next time. The only way to go is with Shar Says So. See you guys next time. Bye.